On August 13, 2025, a violent attack occurred at Maponya Mall in Primeville, Soweto, where one e-hailing driver was killed and 2 others were injured. Unknown people suspected to be linked to the taxi industry opened fire on e-hailing vehicles, torched 2 cars and caused significant disruption. Community members, particularly in Primeville and Klipspruit, reacted with outrage, threatening to shut down Maponya Mall and blocking roads with stones and burning tires to protest the violence.
This place shut down for 7 days, also considering that the fact that in our culture, when such when death has happened, you keep a period of 7 days of mourning and make sure that there is secrecy across family members in that particular period of time. So we're going to keep the mall shut down for 7 days and make sure that there's nothing that happens the coming 7 days in this mall. Because what is happening here is that we're being met with arrogance. The mall management has sent security forces to the people when people have come to seek accountability from the mall. The only thing that they were supposed to do was come down to the people and tell them that they have received what has happened. They are also shocked as us, but clearly they're in cahoots with what is happening. This Soweto of ours, this Maponya Mall, is not going to be rendered a Gaza. We are not in Gaza here. We are not in a war zone. We are in a peaceful community. And until people understand, people like the management of Maponya Mall understand that we are not in Gaza here, we are going to show them that we are not going to give them business, which is what puts bread on their tables. We're not going to give them business for the coming 7 days. We're going to close the streets. We're going to close the mall. No worker is going to enter the mall. No customer is going to enter the mall until they have the humility to come down and apologize about the incident.
They accused taxi drivers of terrorizing e-hailing drivers and restricting consumer access to alternative transport options. Residents and e-hailing drivers argue that taxi operators' actions infringe on their rights. Social media went crazy with users criticizing taxi drivers for monopolistic behavior, calling them all to ban taxis. Consumers argue that e-hailing services drop them on their doorsteps and that makes them very convenient. And also, this behavior of taxis violates their freedom of movement and access to services, as customers in some instances are even forced to use taxis against what their needs are sometimes.
Keketo Mohlong, who is the resident in this area. Keketo, I heard you with the other people saying you don't want a taxi, you don't want the taxis inside the mall anymore. Tell us about that.
The problem with the taxis is I feel like there is a bullying aspect involved because there is a lot of modes of transport that we use. We use Rea Vaya, we use Ubers, we also use taxis. I feel like they want to be the only ones that we utilize, and we cannot have that because some of our fathers, some of our brothers, some of our sisters, they work in the Uber industry and they also need to make a living. And it is not fair for them to be put in such danger because of just of them wanting to make a living. It's unacceptable. And what happened yesterday cannot ever happen again. That is why there is such an outrage. Violence cannot be allowed support.
A very quick one. Do you feel safe as a passenger, yes or no?
No, I don't feel safe as a passenger anymore.
Thank you so much.
Yes,